Welcome to another round of Spudventures. This week we are finally back in the futuristic pony city of Seattle for session 12 of Shadowtrot after a somewhat brief hiatus. So take it away, Digo Dragon, and I will see you at the end. Unless...
Alright, Happy New Year, chummers. Welcome back to Shadowtrot. We have our team back for more action. We have Xencarn as Smirkfluff, Griffon Soldier.
Yo.
DreadPriest as Nivix, Unicorn Biohacker.
Heyo.
TheStratovarian as Lethe, Changeling Mystic.
Spirits are festive today.
GreatDinn as Icebreaker, Earth Pony Operative.
I am so behind on all my interviews.
AvisEcho as Nebula Flare, Kirin Solarian.
Can I wear a pretty dress that's not maybe flame-proof?
And Wingcat as Oz, Changeling Mechanic.
Smirkfluff for tagging.
And now a quick news bulletin. Traffic report here for you listeners. Avoid northbound Brookshire Street approaching 45th Avenue. A truck has veered off the road and crashed into the storefront of Shanae's Lingerie and Stocking Boutique, leaving a large gaping hole in the store. Police are looking into it right now. Back to your 10-minute music streak.
So was there a
Boy,
run
that's Groder right there. Bravo.
I'm not sure I get the fun.
There's a gaping hole in the store. Police are looking into it right now.
Oh.
It was the best dad joke I could come up with. All right.
It was beautiful.
I thought it was going to be a joke about there's a run in the stockings.
Well, I could have done that too, but I wanted the groan. Anyway, when we last left our heroes, they were somewhat split. Smirkfluff, by attrition of dice rolls, managed to convince two Yakuza goons that he was the driver for Mr. Deposit to be taken to the airport to pick him up. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is with their NPC Kirin ally, Stellar, over at the ruined, exploded lab facility where Nebula got her powers. So, Smirk, I believe you're the one that was driving their little car over to the airport?
Yes.
Okay. Do you somehow sneak a text message to your friends to tell them where you're going?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that actually. And I probably would. I was thinking about just asking them to get me like a a third party safe house somewhere, but yeah, I should probably tell them where I'm going.
Okay. Who do you text message and what do you tell them?
Probably text let's say Ice. And the text would probably read something like, making a deposit at the airport, come get me.
Sounds good.
Response, do you need some coffee or something? Or...
Bring a gun, a big gun.
What was that, Avis?
What do you say? What do you say? It's annoying. Ice.
Ice will let the immediate crew know. Hey, looks like Smirk has a visit set up with his old friend. We might want to make sure that he has backup.
Nah, he's fine.
Well, let's get going then.
Oh. Quick, to the airport!
Whoa.
Hooray!
All right. Stellar will take her own transportation back to her clinic. She doesn't want anything to do with this crazy adventure.
This one.
This one.
Yeah.
It's like, you're going to the airport? Good idea. I'll leave you at home. All right.
Deniability's the best one.
Mm-hmm. You know where to find her if you need your wounds patched up.
Correct.
Okay, Xencarn, Smirkfluff, as you get toward the airport, of the two goons, the mayor taps you on the shoulder and tells you to pull over at a particular car rental.
All right, I do so.
Okay. And she tells you that Mr. Deposit rented a limo. So she's going to leave you. Huh?
Of course he did.
No, this is perfect. It means you can put up the window and then do a dramatic Mr. Deposit, point gun into back.
Well, you're going to be at an airport. I don't know if pulling a gun's a good idea, but you
It's
know.
Pulling a gun is
Seattle.
always
This
a good
happens-
idea.
This is Seattle. It happens like every 2 hours.
Okay.
Usually in limos.
Hmm. All right. When you get to the car rental, the limo's waiting to be picked up, so they go ahead and do so using the account that Mr. Deposit left them. And the mayor takes the keys to the car, and she says she's going to go back to the hideout, and you're left with the Colt, and good luck picking up the jerk.
Sounds like a plan. All right. Yeah. All right. I will get into the front and go wherever we need to go.
Okay. The Colt that's been left with you kind of looks around. He kind of asks you, does Mr. Deposit just let you pick him up in whatever, or should we wear suits?
What's he wearing currently?
He's wearing street clothes, basically. Shirt, slacks, a jacket because it's cold.
Okay. I have a plan.
You're gonna
Okay.
ditch him by telling him his
Is it a
clothing
cunning
isn't good
plan?
enough, is it? Aren't you? Aren't you?
Shut up, Jin. Stop stealing my plans.
Oh boy.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna look at him and just be like, "Look, I'm sorry, kid. I've worked for this guy. I've worked with this, I worked with Deposit a while, and if you rock up dressed like that, he's gonna have me shoot you. So you're gonna need to run along and get somewhere, get something nicer, anything nicer, maybe with a hat. He likes hats.
Roll me a quick bluff.
Oh God, no.
Come on, I want to see this high roll.
20!
Ooh.
No natural.
Oh my god, fate really wants this to work for you.
The number of successive dice rolls that have allowed this insane bluff to happen.
So the Colt just kind of shrugs, like, "Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Good luck picking him up. You know where the meetup is with the boss?
Tell you what, write it down for me, and that way I can tell him that you were, incredibly helpful, and he might give you a bonus.
Oh, okay. He does so, having no clue your plan here, and yeah, he gives you it's a restaurant. There you go. And
Thank you.
he leaves to go find alternate transportation to do his thing.
Cool. I will go to the address, I guess.
Well, first you got to pick him up at the airport.
Well, yeah, do that. I guess, fine. I'll do my actual job.
Quick!
I mean,
check if the limo has champagne and pour it over the seats. He'll have to
Wasting-
pay for that.
I have claws. I'm just going to scratch up the front console.
Really?
Not until afterwards. Or
Oh,
I might
okay.
just steal the car. I haven't decided yet. We could do with a free limo.
That might be a little difficult to steal. 'Cause those kind of
Limo
stand
is
out.
mine. Called it. You gotta bring it home.
Yeah, but what if we need it for something?
Bring the limo home.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
I'm sure
shadow
there's a
runners.
I'm
I've
sure
already
there's an
told
underground
you
mechanic who
that
can fix
you
the
have
problem.
to.
I love how grand theft is like top priority
Also-
in this group.
Also, I do have a picture that I got out of Cyberpunk that is pretty much what I imagine Nivix's car looking like. I'll post that in the group.
We need more cars. We only have like what, 2 at the
Oh,
moment?
yeah.
We cannot do a gone in 60 seconds. My God.
But
You say
listen,
that, but
we get more cars, and then we can sell them, and then we have money.
Look, unless we're turning them into a profitable movie franchise, I don't want to hear it.
Well, that can be arranged, maybe.
fine, we will.
Sense.
At the very
Wow.
least, we need to be able to do a Fast and Furious spinoff with them, or no deal.
Exactly.
All
What
right.
about
All
an
right.
Italian job? Can I get Mini Coopers?
All right, but yeah, I'll drive to where I need to drive to pick him up.
Here's a question.
Okay, I got an answer. What is it?
Can ponies pull a handbrake?
Yes.
Yeah.
They can fire a gun. I don't see why not.
It's called a hoof brake, first of all. Second of all.
You just hook that leg over, pull it up.
I have the distinct feeling also Earth ponies could just like kick open door, plant hoof.
Fred Flintstone, are you?
Yeah, basically.
Wait, is that not how like equestrian cars work?
Equestrian cards work.
No.
You just like have the driver who just runs, drags
You know-
everybody else along.
You know, I hadn't thought about it up until literally this moment, but how are the front seats set up?
I mean,
Yes.
they there was that episode where they ran ran along in front of the train. So
Mm. Let me guess.
Anyway.
It's the little car for Nivix.
Mm-hmm.
Cars are run by Breezy Slavery.
Oh, jeez.
that's
That's where the
horrific. But I
Breezes
love
went.
that's horrific. But I kind of love the image of a bunch of breezies just like running on treadmills, and they've turned them into like little mobile gyms.
The buffest breezies you've ever seen.
Here's the thing. That is actually a car you can buy in Cyberpunk. I took this picture and I was chatting. It's like, I'm going to buy it because of how hilarious it is.
It needs a clown horn.
A mechanic's strength is not their ability to fix the car; it's their ability to fight off the breezies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
word.
hate this canon.
Anyway.
There's the guy with the high mechanic skill and the guy with the high beatdown.
Right.
Anyway, so picking up this guy from the airport. Which
Yeah, we were having a
been
session
trying to
today,
do.
I thought.
Right.
I'm sorry, it's been so long. My brain is in stupid mode.
Yes, please,
These are the-
please distract me away from Breezy Slavery and the automobile industry.
Right. All right. So, Smirk, you take the rental, you drive out to the airport, you pull up to the side, you see, standing on the curb, in the flesh, Mr. Deposit, and by him is his odd, very quiet assistant, Uzi.
I love
And-
her name every time. Just gets me every time. But yeah, sorry.
And he's got, a briefcase and one suitcase with him. And, he sees the
gotta
limo and he looks expectantly while you pull up. And what do you do?
So just to clarify, because I can't remember if I did. I'm still in my full armor set. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would that have come with a helmet?
If you wanted it to.
Can we say it did?
Sure.
Sweet. In that case, I am going to get out of the car, walk over, open up the back door and gesture for him to get in.
Okay. And I think now what you've been waiting for, a reaction roll.
Oh God, no, please.
Mr. Deposit does a double take. Smirkfluff? Is the Trotter economy so bad that you've resorted to playing chauffeur? And he
If you
starts
say-
looking,
If you say so, sir, if you wouldn't mind.
he looks around quickly to see if he's being punked here. I mean, is this candid camera?
Please,
No.
please enter the vehicle, sir.
Okay, now he's nervous, but he
Here's a
will
question.
Uh-huh.
Can any of us be watching through the CCTV cameras at this?
If you can hack into the CCT cameras.
Shall we, Winged?
It's up to you.
Sure, why not? I wasn't sure we would even know he was there, but
14, not
I
enough
think
to
we're
get
going to need a
past-
little help.
Yeah.
Say Nivix. So the dice say no.
To
What I'm
Of course
hearing
I
is
say
you're
no.
useless and I'm on my own. Fantastic.
Of course you are. You did this to yourself. You're gonna sit in this bed.
To be fair, remotely trying to hack into closed circuit television is maybe a little more difficult than being there
Yeah,
and trying to do it.
it's all right.
Actually, what is you guys' ETA after I texted you?
They are a few minutes away.
Cool.
We are inbound at the speed of plot.
We're on
So
I-73
get
and
those
there's
plots in
traffic in
gear.
the northbound direction.
Get out of the fucking way! I'm driving here!
There are children present. Don't curse, you fucking twit.
Okay, wow.
Uh-oh, we lost somebody.
Who did we lose?
Yeah, Strat's just restarting. 'cause
He'll
his
be right back.
Discord's
He's just restoring Discord.
Okay.
being weird. But yeah, if you enter the car, sir.
Yeah, he gets in. Uzi gets in with him. Their
I'll
luggage
put
in the
his-
trunk.
Yeah,
I got it. I just gotta
I'll put
ask.
his-
Is the
Go ahead.
assistant's last name 9mm?
No, that is not her last name.
Does she
Was
even
it
have a last
9mm?
name? Being,
Her la-
you know, a weird butt.
Her last name is Parabellum.
Yeah, I think we learned that last time.
Oh, I get it.
That's wow. I'm not sure whether to be mad or impressed.
Hey,
Both?
everybody's got to have a brand, right?
Yeah.
He has more of a caliber.
No, that's her cousin.
Yeah, it's going to ask what caliber? 33, 45?
50.
Whoa.
Go
Right,
big and go
right.
home.
We're not bringing Uncle Beowulf into this.
It ought to be 06.
06? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Brave Star and 3030. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that takes me back a few years. Decades. So, you've got your charge in the limo.
So you have your ex-boss in the back. What now? Great question. I didn't think this far.
We know you didn't. Now do it.
Okay. So I have the place he's meant to go.
Mhm.
So just to clarify, this is so that he can go pick up the doctor, yeah?
Yes, the doctor that the Yakuza have kidnapped.
Who we probably want to rescue.
Mm-hmm. Probably. If you want to ask
Where?
questions.
And they're a minute or so away.
Yep.
Ask if you can go to Starbucks.
Okay. Why?
Because
They
the lines will take forever.
Exactly. Even if you do the drive-through, you're going to be there for at least 30 minutes
Yeah, that makes
on a
sense.
good day.
Okay. Actual, come on, brain. Actual plan.
Oh, that's,
Oh my gosh, this is an actual plan.
Doesn't mean it's a good plan, but it is an actual plan.
Okay,
Listen,
no, all
an
my plans are
actual
terrible.
plan.
Never mind.
oh boy.
And we definitely didn't hear anything about how many other people were going to be at this meeting, did we?
You did not.
Okay.
Could you
Didn't
text
think
us?
so.
Could you text us where you're supposed to go?
That's an excellent idea. So I'm
'Cause
going
right
to
now
not
we're
do
going
that.
to the airport. You're not at the airport.
Well, no, I am still at the airport. I haven't actually left yet. But yeah, I will text you this new address and I will, I guess, start driving towards the restaurant, saying very little to nothing.
Okay.
Is there central locking, out of curiosity?
Central locking? Oh,
Can I, lock the car from the front?
You can.
Okay, I just needed to know just in case.
Oh,
Capture-
another thing. childproof locks.
I was gonna say capture him with the most devious form of prison imaginable. Childproof locks.
Dun, dun,
Well,
dun.
that's one of the best security things that you could possibly have.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Plus, you can't access that from inside the car unless the door's open.
Not to mention, you have the added bonus of telling him you're a child.
All right. So as you start driving, Mr. Deposit kind of looks around. He's a little nervous. He's not sure what the plan is here. He's trying to keep cool. Uzi, ice cold, solid as a rock. No emotion. Is she even alive? I don't know. Maybe ask the game master. So Mr. Deposit kind of leans forward slightly. So, Smirkfluff, are we going to the meeting, or do you have alternate plans for me?
Go to Starbucks.
Not unless you're planning on. Fine, okay. Not unless you're planning on getting coffee on the way, sir.
No. Coffee makes me jittery.
As you say.
Well, since you're my chauffeur, I mean, if you want to stop for something real quick, I mean, my treat.
Well, if you're paying. And then, yeah, we'll go to Starbucks. Fine. Because if I don't, Avis is going to cry about it for like 6
I
days.
am not. You
I was
wanted
wondering.
a plan that allowed you to waste time. This is the perfect thing that wastes your time.
Mr. Deposit didn't want to ask about that little Kirin demon on your shoulder, but, you know, since you brought it up. So,
So yeah, we'll go to whatever the closest one is, and I will text again. Ice, change of plans. This is where I currently am.
okay.
Need someone smarter than me to come up with idea.
Takes you about 17 minutes to get through that drive-through and get whatever you're ordering.
I will just order like 7 things,
Okay. He doesn't bat
and
an
they're
eye
all
to
going to
that.
be expensive.
Well, Starbucks, yeah. So you order like, $80 worth of whatever. Mr. Deposit gladly pays for it, no problem. So a small cup of coffee, yes, Strat. Small cup. Was that the Vente? And that gives enough time for the other team to catch up. So the other team in your little truck can see Smirk behind the wheel of a limo coming out of the Starbucks. So you're just gonna follow him, or some people want to jump into the back of the limo and enjoy plush seating on somebody else's dime?
I think that would. I legitimately think like actually getting in would cause more problems.
Absolutely.
It might just be me, but I think our best bet is actually while they're at Starbucks, like getting ahead to the restaurant and removing some people.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
not like we don't know what Golden Deposit looks like.
Or the limo.
That's fair. Okay, that's fair. All right, so the main team with everybody drives over to the restaurant first. Okay.
Oz is consciously restraining an impulse to body double the guy.
You've seen him a couple times. You probably can with a good
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah,
That's
not a problem.
tempting,
Not
but
a good
no.
idea.
So if one does Mr. Deposit, the other does Uzi.
I mean, yeah, it's, all we would have to do is Mr. Deposit, Uzi, and then one random Yakuza member.
Wow.
Right? That's all we would need.
Yeah, actually, technically, we could. We have the disguise options to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that means you can't let the real one in just yet.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
an
he's
issue.
waiting there in the thing for about 17 minutes, so...
All right. Imagine this, though. We get in as soon as Golden Deposit and Uzi show up. Imposters have the Yakuza take care of our problem for us.
Oh, dear.
How many sides in this can we get paid by? Is my question.
No.
Well,
I think our biggest issue as far as the imitate golden deposit plan is, they will be wanting something we don't know what exactly and probably can't imitate that.
you'd
Mhm.
have to interrogate the real one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you arrive at the restaurant. Let me see if I can pronounce this correctly. I will probably butcher it slightly, so please forgive me in advance. The Shizure Princess.
On the scale of fancy to super fancy, how is this?
This is fancy.
Okay. Well,
This
good
is
thing
fancy.
for that. I have a lovely for Lethe and all. She's going to take a moment and go with a different huge changeling disguise, but has a nice dress for matters as she will step out as the clothing shifts with her.
Okay. So this is a fancy downtown Nepalese restaurant. The facility looks like it's not too busy, but there are a number of cars there. Fancy cars.
Oz takes Lou's cue and comes out tuxedo clad.
I just have the joke mental comment. So is it serving genuine imitation Nepalese?
No, this is genuine. There's no imitation here.
Is it genuine or Americanized?
No, it's genuine.
All right, time to poison myself on some fugu.
I mean, you can.
I can.
It's gonna be on the menu.
I'm sure it will be. Yeah, I suppose Icebreaker's just gonna go in as I guess as herself.
Okay, so Icebreaker is herself. Nivix is
Should
mad scientist.
Should I even go in? This feels like it would be a bad idea.
That's up to you.
Actually, let's see. So we've got
Like, I'm being 100% honest. If you're trying to like get stuff out, going in with a child is probably like really obvious.
Here, child, have the keys. What's the truck?
Yeah, do you want to like do
Donuts
look
in
up?
the parking lot.
Like, do you want to do backup and be ready to intercept someone at the door should they make a sudden exit?
I think I'm better suited to waiting with the car, but mostly waiting with like communicator open to Icebreaker's number, just in case.
Yeah,
for
I'm
when
thinking.
deposit.
I'm thinking that combined with, Nivix staying there should suffice to cover the potential breakouts, because running out, knockout dart to the face.
You keep the car warm. I'm watching for the.
You know what? Thinking about it, probably want. I think Icebreaker's not going to go in. I think Icebreaker's going to scope the entire building for extra exits. That might be better served. We got two people inside, one person sort of scoping the area, and two on backup to.
So we got two on Overwatch.
Get out of Dodge.
Does that sound reasonable to everybody?
Yep.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right.
So do I need to roll perception on this restaurant?
If you would like, go ahead.
I would always like. Oh good. Oh good.
Welcome to
This is going to
Fancy
be.
Restaurant.
There is a door. I am. Think.
Icebreaker too distracted because in her head she's going, "Damn it! I always wanted to eat here."
Oz promises to try to get her some samples.
Okay.
All right, let's see if I can make this map happen.
Mapping.
Yep, gonna try to be mapping. Get ready for something to pop up on your screen here in a moment.
A thing popped up on the screen.
A thing.
Oh, I wonder why that pond is so shy.
I like you. I'll kill you last. All right. So you arrive.
Sorry, I'm just seeing the koi pond spelled COY.
Yep,
yes, sorry about that.
That's the joke I was making. I apologize.
Autocorrect does not always know what I'm trying to write.
No, I get it. That's fine. I apologize if that is too nitpicky.
That's fine. I know I'll make mistakes. All right, so Oz and Lethe, remind me which one is disguised as who?
Lethe is taking as a changeling with a very nice evening, sort of corporate, the kind of more secretary style dress with things.
And Oz
not
is
quite
trying to look.
Not her colors, but something similar.
Okay.
And Oz, taking cue from that, is likewise not himself, and is trying to look middle manager-ish, specifically tuxedo-clad, white-skinned at this time.
Okay.
So he's just total monochrome.
Gotcha.
As she approaches the reception hall, she sort of offers a polite but very corporate smile and goes, we're here. Pardon me.
Yes?
We're here to make sure of Mr. Deposit's arrangements.
Are you here with the Mr. Deposit party?
He is currently en route. We are trying to ensure that his visit is up to everything he wishes it to be.
Oh, of course. Everything is already ready for him to arrive. Okay. Would you like a hors d'oeuvre while you wait in the waiting area for him to arrive?
Please and thank you.
Okay.
And with that, we'll be heading that way to sort of sit and look, look around as she sort of the things not running on schedule kind of look. The one that's like that kind of skyward
look. Okay, no problem. Servant comes over. Well, welcome to the restaurant here, and can I get you something to drink while you wait for your party to arrive?
Would you recommend?
Definitely. We have a nice Chardonnay from circa 2021.
Sounds lovely. Thank you very much, ma'am.
And for you?
Oz shakes his head. I'm not allowed that kind of thing on the job. If you have some fruit juice, that would be excellent. And maybe an appetizer or something?
Of course. All right. She will go over to the bar to get that.
Thank you.
And for the 3 milling outside, what's your plan? Wait for the limo?
I'm watching for the limo, and then I'm going to notify anyone who's gone in that the limo's there, just so they can do whatever they were going to do inside.
Okay, fair.
Circle the building, just to be safe. To learn things.
All right. Servant comes back with your drinks and these little sandwiches that have those weird little creams inside, and you're not exactly sure what it is, but you think it's seafood.
She'll take it with a telekinetic hand and smile with a "Thank you, dear."
Mm-hmm.
And we'll quietly just sort of sip, but not sip as you're supposed to.
Right.
Oz nods and does the same, and then once the servant is away, surreptitiously packages and pockets them. He promised to get some food from in here, and this is how he fulfills his promise.
Pocket sandwiches. Awesome.
Yes.
It is not the usual type of loot, but it is loot.
It is loot.
Nebula's rubbed off on you. Okay.
Everything's loot if it's not nailed down.
Exactly.
And if it is, bring a crowbar.
Don't forget.
I was
nails
wondering
are
when that
also
would come
loot.
into play.
And don't forget to loot the nails themselves.
All right. So Smirkfluff arrives with the limo.
Awesome. I will get out, open the door. Will you be requiring your bags?
No need for those here.
Of course. Would you like me to continue acting as security detail or wait with the car?
Looks at the car, looks at the restaurant. To be honest, I could use security detail.
Of course, sir. He is paying me very well, if we may.
That elicits a sweat drop on the side of his head.
What's that? Someone paying a mercenary well? Oh no. There's one thing I've learned from history. It is always pay your mercenaries.
I mean, they're still probably going to screw you, but, it's less likely.
Less likely.
But yeah, I'll check my armor, check my guns, and walk him inside.
Okay. So, as the group goes inside, the changelings, you notice Mr. Deposit coming in with his assistant.
As I said, your booth is waiting. As she'll step forward and gesture for him to follow.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And let's see, private will be just double checking. Did you wish to have anything before you sit down for business?
No, it'd be fine. I just need to meet up with Mr. Roshi and just get this done and over with.
Okay. And she'll, as she does, real quick to make sure it's like, basically go to here as Mr. Deposit has arrived. If you would please ensure that he is directed to the proper area while I'll deal with some other, and not to be disturbed, please.
Of course.
See, did Smirk actually come in or is he outside?
Muted. Yeah, no, I walked in. And
Okay,
full armor, full weapon loadout.
You didn't move your icon. I guess that's why they asked.
Yeah, that's what I was asking
right.
about, though. Yep.
I move you.
That's fine.
But yeah, she'll
Okay.
take a quiet walk behind as she sort of has a mental askance to Smirk here is, you have a plan?
Sure, wait for this to go south and then shoot him in the back.
Fair enough. But she'll take a dutiful position behind as he provides his overwatch. Yeah, she'll take a small seat.
I only just noticed that the bartender is a robot.
Yes, it is a robot pony.
There's something so just wrong about that.
Oh, it's a draft horse.
Get out. Get out.
I was waiting for that opportunity.
So good. Okay, I missed this. All right. All right. So, Deposit gets sat down. There is Sudoku Roshi, this mountain of a unicorn. So he kind of leans back, smiles. Mr. Deposit, I see you're here. You have a little bit of an entourage. Very nice. Please order what you'd like. It's on the house. After all, this is my business. And they order some drinks. And servant will come around, ask entourage for anything if they want. So Smirk if you want to order something.
No, I think not.
Okay. All right. So they kind of start with, how's your flight here? How's things? Mr. Deposit being a little bit on edge given how his flight landed and chauffeured over. But overall, he says, everything's been good and all that. So, it's all cool. And after a few drinks, a little bit of snacking, while that's going on, those of you outside, Icebreaker, thank you. That's as you're making your rounds around the outside of the building, you do notice that some of the cars in the parking lot in the back, there are a few people here and there in their cars, just kind of milling about in their cars. But
I see.
Yeah.
The restaurant didn't look full, right? Because I could see through the windows.
Yeah, it's not full. It's only a partial capacity. As if somebody was like renting out space for big business.
I see. Okay.
Adhering to 50% occupancy regulations.
Right.
Bad joke, bad.
That's a 2020 joke. Okay. Nay, sight. Nebula, Nivix, you doing anything while you're just kind of scoping from the outside? Ice texts the others. Backlog is full of people waiting for something.
I think I'm going to back up Ice at this point, just because Deposit's here, so I don't need to wait for the limo.
Yeah, Nivix is just going to be waiting with the car for now.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So.
Right.
Hi.
Hi, kid. What's going on?
There's a pond.
Yes. Yeah, they usually have a fish pond at one of these types of places.
Yeah, but it's not hiding. I thought it was going to play coy.
So you know what a koi fish is,
Word.
huh?
That's beautiful.
I will never live this down.
Nope.
I would have made it anyway.
I have been dishonored. Where's my sword?
It's the big fish that are usually like yellow and white. They got spots.
Yeah, the goldfish.
Yeah, sort of. They're bigger than goldfish, though. Goldfish are tiny, and you can kind of squash them.
Well, that's because most people don't let their goldfish grow big enough.
I saw a goldfish once. It was as big as 2 of my hooves, and she's holding her hooves up, and then she falls flat on the ground because why do you hold 2 hooves up at the same time?
Yeah, I guess. Looks at helps. Sorry. Helps the kid back up because tripping on face is bad. And then sees text message from Lethe about whether or not I can get access to the fire extinguishing system and if need be activate it. So yeah, I'll see what I can do from the outside.
Or there's an easy solution to that.
Yeah, I know you can set something on fire, kid.
Yeah.
I mean, walk into the building, pull the extinguisher alarm, go out.
And then walk out. That's it. Don't gotta do nothing. Just walk in, flame on, walk out, flame off.
Oh, man.
I'm currently more worried about these people in the back. I have no idea if they're for the Yakuza, if they're for Golden Deposit.
Well, considering Deposit came here on a plane, and he only came here with Smirk, I think they're Yakuza.
Yeah, but someone that paranoid, I get the distinct feeling they're not the type of pony to just let a situation be all held up in someone else's hooves.
Which person? The Yakuza or Gold because Yakuza are pretty paranoid too.
Yeah, both of them. But one of them is in a worse situation here. I imagine the restaurant's full of Yakuza, so who knows who's sitting out here.
Maybe it's the chef and his backup for when the Yakuza pick a fight.
We'll see, I guess. They're here for the Sweet 16 later.
Oh my word, that's horrible. Oh, listen, I love you for it.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I
Wall behind the pond seems like it could be broken through, conspicuously so, as if it were a decoy pond.
Wah, wah, wah.
Back on the inside.
Are you serious? Sorry, real fast. Are you serious about they're just here for a Sweet 16 later?
That was a joke. You don't know who they're here for.
Okay. Yeah.
It could be a party. It could be some drug deal going down. I don't know. You have to ask the game master.
Well, one day I'll find him.
All right. Any other business before I go back inside?
I think we're good for right now.
Okay. Nivix, everything good with you?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Lethe would quietly take a moment to show the text to Smirk for matters, before going back to look like she's busy with matters on the computer.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. After servers come back with another round of sake, Sudoku kind of stretches. Now then, Mr. Deposit, let us conduct our business. I have Dr. Bunsen in my custody, and although she is brilliant, Shirawase didn't tell her where Project Unity was moved to. However, I am certain that an investor such as you would know where this facility is. After all, no pony invests millions of credits into a project sight unseen. Give me the location of Unity, and the good doctor is yours to do as you wish with her. Mr. Deposit kind of wrinkles his nose. Well, do as I will with her seems rather just dirty. I mean, I just want to see a mare freed, you know? Let's not kidnap ponies here. Sudoku just kind of waves a hoof. Oh, please. You're a rich pony. What do you care about small lives? Now then.
And I'm just imagining that outside, without hearing anything, Nebula's just ignites. I'm pissed, and I don't know why.
No, I want taiyaki.
But Mr. Deposit
Hey,
takes a
Digo.
sip of... Yes.
Signal's going out. Just let you
Okay.
know.
All right. Signal going out.
Continue.
All right. Yeah, okay. So, Mr. Deposit says, well, if you have her, you've got to have her somewhere nearby. I mean, she is unharmed, right? I'd like to see that you're not, bringing me something in a box. I know how you are with enemies of yours. Sudoku kind of laughs. Of course. Businessman knows to look at the goods before purchasing. Claps his hooves together, and Yakuza comes out and brings out Dr. Bunsen. The striking thing, Dr. Bunsen being a pink unicorn with blonde mane, but she has restraints around her forehooves, limiting her ability to move more than just a walk. And she's got a muzzle covering so that she can't bite people. She can speak, but no biting. And no, she will not ask if the lambs are still screaming.
But does she want fava beans and a nice Chianti?
Those sound so good right about now.
But the question is, did she put the lotion in the basket?
That is a different person.
I don't care. It's the only reference I can make of that movie because I've only seen a third of it.
What even movie is that? Because like
Silence of the
Silence of the
Lambs.
Lambs. I fall asleep through majority of it every single time.
Yeah, it's
Never seen.
pretty
Never seen the
dull
movie. Read the book though. Book was interesting.
We got to watch it for forensic. When we're doing like science, we're doing a forensic unit. The teacher was like, "Yeah, watch this. It has forensics in it."
Oh, also just a little side comment off that. I actually know someone who attended a I forget what exactly it was called, but it was like a teaching thing held by Anthony Hopkins. So yeah, I have a guy doing theater professionally who actually was taught by Anthony Hopkins for a bit.
Same. They must have gone. We might know the same people.
Dino?
I don't know offhand.
Okay, that was.
We can talk about that later.
Yeah.
As you can see, she is unharmed. I'd had to restrain her a little bit because she's a bitey one. But all yours, if you just give me the location. And Mr. Deposit's like, oh, okay, she should be freed, of course. I don't know what you're going to do with this information. I mean, security's rather tight in that facility, but... Good. Yeah, here. And he texts information directly to Sudoku. So that transaction
Is it possible to intercept that transmission?
Well, if you're good with a computer and a good check, you might be able to.
Will that do it?
That might actually do it. Yes.
And this is just to read only, not to edit or anything.
Okay, fair. That is fair.
Okay. Did Oz actually get the location?
Yes, you did.
Oz texted out to Icebreaker. Just so that someone on the outside who he trusts has a copy.
I see your secrets now, Digo.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking.
Once Bill's in the kitchen, and I know who that is.
All right. So, yeah. Dr. Bunsen pushed over by the changelings there. She is not uncuffed. They don't want somebody that crazy to bite them.
No, but she very quietly goes to sort of mentally project as she goes to sort of take a moment to have her to sort of sit for matters into a chair and all. A very simple, very quiet mental wording of the way will keep you safe from everything. I'm sorry about your treatment.
Her eyes go wide when you do that. And she looks at you. Lethe? And she has these stars in her eyes.
There's just a very simple nod from Lethe as she goes to sort of sit and make sure she's comfortable, and as she sort of steps to the side and lets her be safe with matters. So she just sort of goes to, again, just push her in, make sure that everything's okay. But she did respond affirmatively.
Okay.
I have a weird question.
Uh-huh.
Oh, whoops, darn it, I should have tried to do act on that, sorry.
No worries. Can I would it be a culture or a perception roll to see if all these cars waiting out in the back are equestrian made? Not imports in any capacity?
It would be perception, so you can get what kind of make and model it is.
Can I please use that perception roll?
Sure. What are you using it on?
I was trying to look into the kitchen.
You want to look into the kitchen?
Yeah.
No, there's no windows out, so you'd have to get into the building somehow.
You'd have to sneak
Well,
over
there's
to
no
one of the
back
double
door-
doors.
There's no back door from the kitchen so that they can throw shit into the dumpster.
It's on the left side of the map.
Yeah. The
Oh.
double doors on the upper left side.
Yeah.
is-
Over here.
Zoom. Bye, Ice.
I guess
I'm hungry. First
I
of
guess
all. Second of
I'll
all.
follow and make sure she's not getting into trouble while also taking a look at those cars.
Nah, it's fine. I'll be innocent of all.
The cars are a mix. Some domestic, some import.
Ah, okay. All right, never mind then.
All right. And we're trying to sneak into the back.
Yeah, or at least see.
I mean, okay. I'll let you see.
Pantry and dry storage.
This is where we're
Boy.
gonna keep Ayaki! Get it!
Oh boy. Hit in the candy store, huh?
Konnichiwa! Taiyaki o itadakimasu ka? Arigatou gozaimashita!
Oh, jeez.
Are you the voice actor for the fucking spider anime? Holy Christ.
作りましょう。作りましょう。さてさて何はいできるかない。はい、できました。
新しいですです。
Oh,
You're
man,
all
this take-
weebs, and this is why I like you.
All right,
Yeah.
how do I hold the child back?
No, I'm taking food. You can't stop me.
Okay, I will be right back.
Okay. You'll be right back. I've been taken to past experiences I've never had. And, well, if you really want to try to restrain this child, I mean, that's gonna be probably a
You
strength
know, stop her
check.
from committing a major crime against, a restaurant that's owned by the Yakuza. It seems like it might be a good idea to not have that happen.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Boy. This is.
Remember how
we
we
Shadowtrot?
Remember how we talked about earlier how the dice just wants this stuff to happen? Just
Yeah.
flow with it, man. Let
I
it
believe it.
overtake you.
I
No.
believe it.
The thing is, if I don't react in a negative manner, then we don't have a straight man.
He's got a good
Oh.
point. He's got a good point.
Here, I'll give you this offer. I mean, I already have a +2 on top of that, so because lightning reflexes.
All right, I would like to do something different to stop the child.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I am going to
Use your mom voice.
no. I am going to use my thieving skills and take everything she wants before she can get it.
You monster!
I'm surprised you don't just get her one of what she wants and then just lead her out.
Well, the thing is, if there's a pile, the thing is, we know for a fact from previous experience, if there's a pile, you can't just play fetch with her. She will just
okay.
go after the whole pile.
That's
This
fair.
is
That's fair.
So, sleight of hand, I guess.
Ooh,
Oh dear.
that's gonna be hard to top.
Yeah. Okay, well, in a
You just Ninja
serendipitous
Turtle
reverse-
that.
Yeah.
You fool, this is not my first time raiding a pantry.
My gosh, this is like
You
that-
cannot out stealth me.
This has become that like JoJo's Adventure meme. All right, so somehow the best way to keep the kirin from stealing stuff is to steal everything first. The kirin tries to hide. She's spotted.
All I'm doing is, the thing is, I'm not even taking the stuff for myself. I'm just putting it on a shelf out of her reach.
Well, I mean, she has
I have
telekinesis.
Yeah,
But you can hide it pretty well.
yeah.
You monster!
If she doesn't know what shelf it's on, she can't grab it.
Then I'll take the shelf.
Oh dear. You're starting to make some noise, and I think somebody from the kitchen's going to notice. Just to let you know.
Uh-huh. Well, we'll see if either of us have the good sense to actually hide.
Okay. So, while that adventure's going on in the back room.
Oh boy, that's just a beautiful backdrop to everything.
Yeah. So
Oz is going to start nudging Bunsen towards the front exit slowly.
Okay.
Well, she just got set down, so you might want to try to get the cuffs off if you can discreetly. That might be a better option.
Oh, she's cuffed. I only heard she had a muzzle on.
She has front hoof cuffs as well to prevent her from going quick.
Engineering to get him off?
Yes. That'll do it. The cuffs come off.
Oz looks her in the eye, gives her a wink, and then once the cuffs are off, waves for her to slowly come with him to the front.
Very slowly.
Lethe is going to stay there because with the more secretary matters, it's keeping Smirk in the know with what's going on.
Right.
Oh yeah, Smirk's not going anywhere.
All right. So as Dr. Bunsen is slowly being inched away, and I mean, she's still staring at Lethe, just kind of the like giddy, happy, like kind of a reunion kind of look. Like she knows this changeling. That was weird. Okay.
Lethe has a smile and just gives a quiet nod for as Oz is leading her away.
Well, business seems to conclude between Sudoku and Mr. Deposit, so they finish up their drinks. Sudoku's like, well, I see that good doing business with you. If you have anything further, I mean, you know where I am. You know how to get in touch with me. Mr. Deposit just kind of shakes his head. This wasn't really that kind of business, but whatever. And Mr. Deposit's kind of like checking his watch here. Okay, well, I guess that's business. He starts to get up.
Oz hurries up and tries to get Bunsen out of line of sight before Deposit notices.
Okay.
And then once they are out of line of sight of the two, suddenly there are two Bunsens.
Okay.
I mean, disguise check, but yeah, I think the dice want this one.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
Dr. Bunsen just has like this silent giggle, just like this is the best idea ever. she even like will take a hoof if you allow her to adjust the mane slightly to match.
Oz lets her,
and just like steps aside. It's like she can read chaos is going to happen, and she would love to watch this if possible.
Quick, hide her in the koi pond.
I was going to say, just get her out the door into the car, and Nivix just drives the little crap car away from here.
That is kind of the intent, yes. Oz doesn't know if he has that much time.
No, you bastard. Steal the limo. Do it.
I will say my piloting isn't that good, but you know what? It's the best plan we've got, I think.
Well, that's very low bar because it's the only plan we've got.
All right. So, are you going for the little car with Nivix, or are you going for the limo?
Nivix is still here, so Oz is going to leave Nivix the car he's got, which leaves the limo. Are the keys still in?
I was going to say, if you're going to drive off in one, but what are we putting the actual Bunsen in?
Oh shit!
With
No,
Bunsen.
wait. I still have the keys.
Okay, well, that kind of
the real one, not you.
Okay,
All right.
then Oz goes to Nivix and just keys, please. You can take Smirk's transport.
No, I still have the limo keys.
Smirk has the limo keys.
Right. Smirk has the limo keys, so Oz is asking Nivix for the other car's keys, so Oz can take that car, and Nivix and Smirk and everybody else can take the limo.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yeah, this will go fine.
Okay, and then Oz tries to smuggle the good doctor out of there.
Okay. As you... Sorry, didn't mean to move you. But...
I moved me. Anyway.
Okay. Okay. Nothing stops you from getting Dr. Bunsen into the little car, and you two start leaving the parking lot. As you do so, people from other cars that were sitting in the parking lot are getting out now and are starting to surround the building.
I have a very appropriate song for the car. Let me find it while you guys continue.
La cucaracha, cucaracha. Yo no puedo caminar. Okay. So,
Close, but not quite.
Nivix, you going to stay outside while people are starting to surround the building?
I'm going to get into a cover position.
Okay. Just dive behind random car or limo or where? Bushes?
I'm going to, go over by the limo.
Okay. Icebreaker and Nebula. You two can see that people are getting out of the cars and they're starting to surround the building.
Into a bush.
I think Icebreaker is going to try and get Nebula out of that bush.
No. You
To
gotta
hide.
let them.
To hide in the building.
But what if in the building's a bad idea?
The thing is, being just outside the building isn't a good idea either.
What are you gonna trade me for it?
Are you? Oh, she's actually.
Oh my!
Oh my god. Okay.
Wow.
I raised us so well.
You did.
Icebreaker is going to lean down and say, I will find out how to make whatever the hell you want from here. But hiding outside while the cops are surrounding the building is a bad idea because we don't know how long they're going to be holding a perimeter. And frankly, if we're going to be hiding, better to do it someplace where we can do it comfortably and, if need be, sneak some food and water. Makes sense,
Can I
kid?
jump into the flour bag?
No, because then you'll leave hoof prints everywhere.
Oh.
Bad for hiding. Also bad for your lungs.
Oh.
Also, you set fire to things. Very bad idea.
Yeah! It was flower bomb.
The biggest fireball.
And I know where the
That's
flour
plan
is?
N.
We'll keep that in mind for later, but just for right now, let's hide in here somewhere.
Okay.
That is definitely plan N for Nebula.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I want to know where it is.
Stealth
Okay.
rolls for both of us.
Good stealth rolls. All right.
I'll
So you both
hide
are-
in the opposite corner. That way, if
Okay.
one of us gets found, the other one can do something about it. Like, I guess this
Or
would
like
be
you get found and then I jump on their heads.
something. We can do something. Anyways.
It'll be fun.
Okay. So, all right. On the inside, Oz has gone off somewhere with the doctor.
Also, real fast, I
Mhm.
should definitely text the people inside. We've got cops. So Icebreaker is doing that.
Okay.
Well, at that, the fact of she's basically at the memo. It's like, Excuse me, Mr. Deposit. You have a vid conference that you need to be getting to. If we might hurry.
A vid conference? Is it Charlie? Because if it's Charlie, I'm not taking it, man. I already told him 1,000 times.
Well, he has a urgent matter that needs your perusal, I'm afraid.
He's always got an urgent matter. And then when I go answer it, it turns out it's not an urgent matter. It's just him having problems with his wife. Jeez.
It's a legal matter. If you could, please. She looks to be.
Fine.
Thank you, sir. And she'll be going to try to lead him out towards the front door. Mm-hmm. As I said, at a calm pace, but one of.
Mr. Sudoku calls out, one more thing, Mr. Deposit. Mr. Deposit kind of stops, turns, yes? I've noticed that there's a number of people outside there kind of looking like they're thirsty. You wouldn't happen to know what's you have extra guests coming in? Mr. Deposit kind of shrugs. No? Just wondering. And Sudoku sits back down, and Mr. Deposit just kind of looks around.
Your conference,
Right.
He's texting back as they're leaving for things, and continues to sort of lead him out towards the front of the parking lot.
Okay.
Yes, that is very true. But yeah, she's just sort of making her way out the front door.
All right.
Though briefly sort of goes to thank the receptionist for the food and everything. It was very good. Thank you very much. And well, then finish heading out the rest of the way.
Okay. As you get to the door actually does not open for you. It is locked.
Okay, seeing the matters, she'll sort of text back to Icebreaker first, is like, can you get the door? And go to sort of, again, to the receptionist. There seems to be an issue with the power, the pneumatics on the door. Could you see about this matter, please?
Somebody unlocks the door and comes on in. Excuse me a moment. Before you leave, I'll just have a few questions to ask you. Smiles.
my client is not taking questions at this time. If you wouldn't mind getting out of our way.
Oh, but I do mind. I do mind very much.
I'm
Golden.
gonna glare at them.
Golden kind of leans over to you, Smirk, and said, "Don't worry yet."
If you say so.
Is there? Is she still has the vape flop? Is there a problem, officer? My client here needs to make an urgent business call, if that is okay.
There's just one slight little problem here because we have a situation going on, and I just need to make sure that it's resolved peacefully here before we let any witnesses leave.
This is not going to take long, will it, please? She's trying to be very diplomatic, but trying to.
It won't take long at all. If you would, please return to your seats there with Mr. Sudoku. This will only take a minute.
Very well. I guess she'll look to Smirk, considering he's the bodyguard here.
I believe my client may prefer more private space. Would the waiting area over here do for you, sir?
No. Let's keep everyone together. Much easier that way.
Sir, your thoughts?
Mr. Deposit kind of thinks, I guess we'll be okay.
As you wish, sir.
As you say. In that case. And I'll get ready to follow him back up.
And she'll trail behind Smirk.
Okay.
Look at me doing my job, waiting for him to get shot by the police.
This is just this weirdest stealth ghost op thing that's...
Golden Deposit is really running with this for some reason. I don't trust it.
Oh, I have theories.
I have theories too. I don't
Probably
trust
the same theories.
Yeah.
Sudoku kind of giggles a little. Mr. Deposit, I hear things. And it seems that the police officers are outside. And I'm wondering why they're outside. They have no reason to be here. Could you tell me? Why are there police officers outside my restaurant?
They want the sushi.
Mr. Deposit just got a shrug again. I don't know. They're here for the special?
Oh my god.
This is why he sends this robot to do everything else, because the man has the charisma of a wet sack.
Why did I work for him for so long?
I don't know. Why did you work for him?
Because money!
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Because
Money that you could end up getting.
She'll hold up a hoof, like, please, I'm sure there's some matter that has come up in this that is unaffiliated with whatever is happening. Let us please trust the police to find everyone without issue. If you need me, I can roll a diplomacy.
If you want, sure.
Okay.
Roll a 1.
I may, with the you never know.
You.
It's only a 5% chance. There you go. See? Good diplomacy.
nice.
I mean, that was only a 5% chance, too.
Well, yeah. But Sudoku kind of puts a hoof on the table. All right. Who's the officer in charge of this? I don't want my restaurant soiled with your presence any longer.
Suppose I'll take that as my cue then. Detective Steel Gray takes off his sort of like incognito disguise, mostly just a hat, sort of beret type of thing.
Okay.
And steps out with the officers. Who are also in plain clothes, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of gesture as we walk up. One, you watch that group up to the left. One, you watch that group down to the right. The ones that are clearly Yakuza thug plants. And I face Sudoku Roshi.
Mm-hmm. Ah, Detective Gray. The Steel Samurai of Buckstar. Your reputation precedes you. Please.
I shouldn't.
Join the feast.
I've worked fairly hard to avoid keeping my name out of the papers.
You've done a very good job. However,
I suppose someone like you is a little bit more well informed.
More informed than others, yes. Well done, Detective. You are here in the dragon's lair.
Oh, yes.
There's Those anonymous tips that you receive paid off splendidly, don't they? Double dividends. My building surrounded. So, what is your plan?
Well, I've already got a confession from you that you took the doctor into custody, and as soon as she testifies that it was against her will, you're on the hook for pony napping.
For pony napping, indeed. Tell me, does Buckstar negotiate with kidnappers?
Well, on occasion, depending on the circumstances. We always try to make sure that no lives are lost in excess, but from what I can tell, you've already lost your leverage in that regard.
Perhaps. Then again, one of the officers walks up behind Steel Grey, pulls a gun on him. You see, Detective, there are two kinds of Buckstar officers. The samurai and the shinobi. You, of course, are among the samurai, the noble knights in shining Armani here to protect and serve the public, as your duty compels you. Very good. But then there are the shinobi, those who know that laws are merely constructs by those in positions of power. And I assure you, Detective, I have a lot of power. Now then, I'd hate for a fight to break out here in my favorite restaurant, so...
The evidence has already been transmitted to Central. It doesn't matter whether we arrest you here or arrest you, at your place this evening. We've got eyes on you, got ears on you. It's up. Time's up.
Is it now?
So it's up to you to decide what you do with this fate. And, bribery, threatening another officer. Recording is still going, by the way. So, I think the ball is in your court whether you want to come along quietly.
Come along quietly, yes. Well, I suppose maybe I should. No sense getting my hooves dirty with blood. Of course. How many of those officers out there are shinobi versus samurai, do you suppose?
Well, if their boss is about to stop sending paychecks, I think they'll need to find a new master.
We'll see about that. My pockets run pretty deep and my hooves are in many pies.
I'm used to that.
Figured. And as for you, Mr. Deposit, I have no doubt that you were the anonymous tip that brought this about. Don't think that you will sleep easily in a few weeks. I'll be out in due time. Very well. And Sudoku gets up, brushes himself off. You may take me away, Mr. Samurai of the law and order.
I look back at the officer with a gun to my back. Just
He
kind
smiles.
of with a gentle, expectant look.
He smiles, puts the gun away, and just kind of starts walking off.
Note down name and badge number. And then go to slap some cuffs onto Sudoku.
He laughs. You sure don't want to drink before you go? On the house? No? Okay.
No, can't really be sure what you would put in it.
Only the finest sake imported from Nippon.
I don't know how any of your underlings put up with you.
Everyone has their price, Mr. Gray. Everyone has their price.
Of course, the secret of all wannabe rulers is just money all the way down. Everyone else, stay where you are. Got a lot of questions to ask. And some of them may bury even you, Sudoku.
We'll see.
I start perp walking him out.
All right. So you perp walk him out. For Nebula and Icebreaker, you see a curious thing.
Yeah?
There's an officer that comes through the kitchen, starts walking through the pantry, doesn't notice you, of course. Both of you are well hid. And as they walk through, they changeling transform themselves into just some random chef and walk out the back door.
No, they don't.
Oh.
I think we both had the same idea, and it's both, we're going to tackle the hell out of this person.
Not even
People
like a
might
word
want
or a
to
glance,
cover
just
their
immediately
ears
just...
and mute me.
It's a good thing that Nebula is much better at tackling people.
So
Yeah, and it's just one of those. I
you
fully expect as needed to just put a shot into what's his name, Roshi, as needed.
Nebula just dive bombs this changeling. Ice walks over, puts a hoof on the head. I'm helping.
the way I looked at it, Icebreaker
attempted
jumps out.
poorly.
Yeah, trips over a box, lands short, but Nebula kind of just uses him as a springboard to just, land on this guy dead center back and just flatten him against the door. Bam! And just down to the floor. And he's like half out of it with his wind completely knocked out of him.
Okay, not my proudest moment.
And that forces him to change back into his changeling self. Would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids and your little kirin too.
Move, and the whole place sets on fire. With you as the epicenter.
He will take that seriously because he's seen kirin before.
Icebreaker will sort of kneel down in front and say, "All right, buddy, real quick question. I'm going to do a quick interview with you. What were you planning on going? What were you planning on doing? And who do you work for?"
Oh, I was planning to walk out that door, take a bus home, and I kind of really work for myself, to be honest.
Yeah, sure. And I guess sense motive to see if he's lying?
Go ahead.
Oh, you've got to be shitting me!
Nebby, can you do better?
Absolutely.
Dang. Well, I mean, I'll give you this much.
Well, would we give more because I'm literally terrifying him? I'm literally threatened to explode this whole room with him in the middle.
Yeah, I suppose I could give a bonus then on that 9. You're gonna guess that he probably works for Roshi.
Yeah.
Most likely to get out that door and just kind of sneak away as the officers come down on this building hard.
Yeah.
All right. So Roshi gets perp walked out. And all the officers seem to be on the side of law because they all seem to just kind of walk in, walk people out, and start taking names. And Mr. Deposit just kind of looks around, looks to smirk. So, I don't suppose you want to go out for some drinks?
Yeah, I think that's a good plan, actually.
Okay. Police will take the down changeling if you would like Icebreaker Nebula.
I can't actually move myself off of his spot.
Yeah, it's actually stuck because
there it is.
Yeah.
There you go.
Buckster Officer
I
showed
wanted
up
to do that half thing, half off.
There you go.
I messed up.
I think the issue is if we don't cover this a particular way, we are going to get asked some more questions about why we were sneaking around in the back.
I wanted Sayaki.
That's not going to be a good enough excuse.
But it is the excuse because it's the absolute truth.
I know it's the absolute truth, but it's not a good enough excuse. That still puts us in the system.
I was going to say just,
That's about.
here's the thing. Just wham, head on the ground, knock them out, and get out of there before the cops show up.
The cops have kind of showed up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's unfortunately so.
Fair.
You did say they were disguised as an officer, right?
he was until he got knocked out and lost his changeling disguise.
Did I get a good enough look at the officer?
Yeah, you got a pretty good look at him. I mean, Buckster officers have a pretty standard uniform.
I think you need to stop trolling.
No, 19 is actually respectable. 19 is respectable.
Just
Sorry.
enough to look like the officer they were pretending to be.
Okay.
To bring them out and then leave.
Can
Sorry,
do.
Just V Kurzal had a very funny comment. The good cops get cat biscuits. The bad ones get the Nebby massage.
Yes.
Very, oh boy.
And
Yeah.
if we weren't entirely terrified of cops and everything in the judicial system, she would be very something that they'd want to hire. But
But Icebreaker will disguise as a Buckstar officer for now, and take both of them out, and say, come up with a quick excuse for Nebby, like, I saw this kid hanging around. I'm gonna make sure they get out of trouble before anything else goes down.
They'll buy
Will that work? Okay, cool. Found, and make it especially clear, I found this changeling impersonating an officer.
Ooh.
So might as
The
well throw
changeling
that
said
on.
while impersonating an officer.
I'm not a changeling.
Just a really good disguiser.
Yeah, really good disguising. They check
Anyway.
the changeling. It's not there. Okay.
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll have him disguising as the statue in the park, and go on. I'm sorry.
Nebby,
okay.
why are you in the pond?
She's disguised as a koi.
listen, don't worry about it.
I
You
have
don't
to
see
worry
it.
about it.
You don't see anything.
I do, though.
I mean,
No,
I
you don't.
definitely do. Get out of the pond, Nebby.
No,
Get back
Alright.
on dry land, Nebby.
no, I don't get to do anything fun.
And
Nebula
So
isn't
Nebula is
remotely
not
coy.
coy
She doesn't
about
get to be
being
in
here?
the koi pond.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole thing was fishy to begin with.
Good one. All right. So, of course, everybody who's a patron of this restaurant gets round up in one place. Everybody who's a Yakuza get round up in place B. And, of course, Sudoku Roshi gets put in the paddy wagon. Am I allowed to say that, paddy wagon?
Is the wagon's name really Patty?
I don't know.
It's technically a phrase that had a lot more sort of connotations in
Oh,
the
okay.
past
Then-
than it does now. Like there's not as much like discrimination against the Irish now.
Oh, okay. Then we'll call it
Well, I mean,
Not in the States.
we'll call it the trek. Just to be polite. All right.
And the police van.
So for those of you who are, well, for the players, I suppose, you just get asked a few questions because, well, I mean, witnesses didn't see you actually doing anything other than just hanging about being bodyguards and just assistants. So that's not a crime.
Thankfully, no.
And
What-
turns out that Mr. Deposit was the anonymous tip that led the police here because he was trying to find a way to get out of like not being caught on this thing on his own end. But he likes to be a few steps ahead of other people. Ponies.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It is interesting.
He does have to have good karma eventually to keep skating above thin ice. Once in a blue moon, anyhow.
Oh god, blue moon. I'm getting
Blue
Oh, I
flashbacks.
see. There was
Yeah.
the anonymous tip and the other thing. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. He, of course, had nothing to do with the Yakuza that were found in that one apartment. But, serendipity. That was some other random good citizen.
Who
Right,
could
Icebreaker?
it be?
Is it? I was gonna say, isn't that the ones that we knocked out last time?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good Samaritans they call us.
It says the Trotter disguised as an officer who walked off the scene.
Well, as I said, that's good karma. You stopped a crime. You didn't commit any one.
Hey, the reason they're called the reason they're pointed out as the good Samaritans is because the Samaritans were not generally good.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, good thing I didn't need to do the backup escape plan.
We didn't need a backup escape plan. There's literally just find me a bag of flour.
That's the backup start a fight plan.
Yeah, I'm surprised no one got shot during all of this.
Hey, I tried, but nobody want to take my bait.
We still
I
got
was-
time.
Thinking about it. I was thinking about it real hard.
Still have time.
I was expecting a fight to break out when the police
Yeah.
are
We
surrounding the
Still
place.
have time.
I was fully expecting it to be, like Steel just, kicks back and does a pony version of a judo flip on the officer.
But everyone was like, no, let's just be cool and let this happen. And,
Let's
Yeah.
not.
and somehow
Leith
that
was
worked.
Yeah,
I-
Leith was
ahead.
prepared to step forward and sort of, when the distraction happened, relieve the gun, but it diffused rather than escalated.
I think you got to remember that among other things, most of us don't like killing people.
It could be self-defense.
Yeah, Nivix is more, if he had been one of the ones to get the changeling, he probably would have, taken the changeling for interrogation and also investigations, because science!
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
I would have totally killed it if I had the chance.
Right. Well, Detective Grave, do you have any questions for the
The child is the most bloodthirsty one of us.
bodyguard
Surprising.
and the assistants before they leave?
Once Sudoku's put away, I guess I'll come back in and take some more notes. Still here on the map, though.
Yeah.
Just want
I
to make
could
sure
certainly
he's
remember.
he's put away personally.
Oh yeah, I could just do this and then call it a day. All right.
All right then. So just kind of look at Smirkfluff and be like, "Well, interesting to see you here."
I'm working, sir.
Huh. I looked at Golden Deposit and say, "How long have you two been working together?"
We go way back.
Interesting. Good to know.
He was my bodyguard for this entire situation, and that was all.
I see. I look to whoever Lethe is disguised
Leith
as.
is, yes. Extra security detail.
Same unit as Smirkfluff or from a different agency?
As I said, he's a friend and asked for a little bit of help, so
So
it is
no,
a
like,
high value target, so
I get the sense that I'm not
Look-
going to find like a work contract.
Fine.
favor for a friend with me, I'm afraid.
Mr. Deposit brings up a very simplistic contract on his comlink for bodyguard and assistant duties. It's got one for Smirk, got one for Uzi. He likes to be very casual about these things, but I mean, that they're only here just to do their simple job, protect and just be my assistant. I don't like being handed things, just so. And yeah, contract, just time,
It
place, how long.
Seems legit, actually. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of raise an eyebrow at that, then nod and copy down the documents.
Okay.
Just for the file. And where is the good doctor now? As they're looking at Lethe and Smirkfluff.
Why would we know, sir?
Well, we were watching. She was right next to you at the table, and then the other one snuck her out.
And did we leave with them, sir?
I thought that if you're all together, you might have had a plan of where she would have been taken.
I'm here working, sir, not looking after every vagrant that wanders into a restaurant.
Oh my word.
Mr.
got it.
Deposit.
I gotta like the thing is the immediate answer is just you heard what he said. He just wanted the woman free. He can't go back on what he said now, can he?
Nivix would probably like to chat because, another bioscientist, so trade notes on things, but
And also, we don't know whether they took her.
We don't. No one does.
Only Oz does. Fleet has an idea, but she's not going to say it. So she just sort of.
Where they went. No one knows where they went, and no one's asking where they went. We don't know. Plausible deniability.
I just want to make sure she wasn't pony-napped again. She certainly went along willingly, from what I could tell. So that's why we're not trading this too seriously. But we do need her testimony in order to really make sure that Sudoku doesn't wriggle out of this.
Okay, is there a time frame that you need her in matters? Because I imagine with everything that's happened and the state that she came in at, she'd be more than willing to testify with matters.
So you can guarantee her appearance?
No,
we cannot guarantee anything, sir, but if we do see her, we will send her your way. Is there any other reason we need to continue to be in this location, sir?
just as a slight out of character, what is Oz doing right now? Well, we can get to that after the questioning, but it's just what's happening off screen with Oz and the doctor.
What is happening with Oz?
So Oz first off asks her where she wants to go, to her home or to some other address, and once it's clear that the situation is kind of resolved and they're not going to be needed, it takes her away to that location. He also asks if she has any intentions on his sister, given the look she gave her.
First, Dr. Bunsen wants to go to a burger princess. She has not eaten all day, and she wants hay burgers.
Easily done.
Okay. Two, what was that question? That was, what do you have on sister?
What are your intentions towards my sister? I saw the looks you gave her.
Oh, it's just I have not seen Lethe in a long time. We go back a little ways. Sort of
really?
Not I guess you could say work related. But
No. I'll pay for the burgers, you pay him stories.
well, there was some project that I was working on, and there were a few changelings involved in the project. Lethe was one of them. Very quiet one. Well, I suppose, but it's one of those long stories of we had met when she was working at a church of some sort. I think one of those little churches up north, and we were just chatting about various things, and I just kind of wanted to know about certain aspects of my project that had a arcane mystic bent to it, because fascinating as magic is, it's not my expertise. I'm more in biology. But, it's always good to get a professional in and filling in some blanks on some of the aspects. Someone outside the corporate structure, because the ones that they hire they're really just not the best pick of the field, The company only really cares about the bottom line there, so they kind of have to weigh in and balance knowledge with pay, benefits, just not. But I didn't think Lethe had a sister. From what? Why did? What kind of? Are you like out of town? Are you new? Lethe never mentioned a sister.
Brother, actually.
Oh, okay. I see.
My name is Oz.
She spits out her haymaker. Oz?
Yes. You've heard of me.
Last I've seen you, you were on a truck on your way to Mexico. How did you get all the way back here?
Wait, what?
Sea turtles.
Why did you get all the way back here?
You saw me on my way to Mexico.
Of course.
Out of character. We are not talking about a time that even Oz does not remember. So Oz is getting very interested.
Is finally revealed.
And yeah, Oz goes on to grill her about that.
Well, you volunteered for a specific aspect of Project Unity when it was in its infancy. Problem was, because of the way the project was going, it apparently had some side effects with certain ponies. It had some very nasty side effects with changelings, I came to find. I'm glad to see that you pulled through okay. Certainly did better than some of the others. Oh. How are you feeling? You still have your sensitivity.
A little confused. You see, my memory starts when I was in Mexico.
Really?
I have no memory from then until back. Well, let's just say back when Celestia was still around.
The Veil. Oh. I thought that was just simply you spurting nonsense when you were under anesthesia. Interesting. Did I unlock something in you? Oh, how I would love to pick your brain. Naturally, I shouldn't do that literally because it's a little messy and my hands are covered in hay sauce. Oh.
We have time, and I am willing to be metaphorically picked.
Oh. You know how to treat a wolf mare, right?
So let's get to it.
Oh, yes.
This is slightly not okay.
And here I thought I'd just spend the rest of my days locked in a little office. Project Unity was just such an interesting problem.
Still is, apparently.
Yes, it is. We've got soldiers going missing. We've got a kirin running around murdering us. It's just a matter of time until I was next, I was wondering. It was either me or Chandler.
Well, you're safe for the moment.
For the moment, I suppose.
I like Strat's comments. I'm glad I'm being interrogated by the cop. It's safer.
Yeah, there's a reason Oz doesn't mind being at a restaurant where a lot of people can see him.
Yeah.
That said, he's still disguised as a doctor. So it's like there's a pair of twins that are having lunch.
Yeah. One of them fascinated, the other a little creepy. So let's see.
Which one's which?
So if I remember, you came in for the experiment because you needed some bits. And, we put you through the same rigmarole we give everybody. Physicals, blood tests, and stuff like that. Being a changeling, of course, was fascinating. We didn't get many of those. About 5, I think, total. Well, legally 3, but, what can you do? So, experiment and stuff being that, and of course getting outside experts for some of the magic portions because that, but, that's how I remember Lethe being. Well, that's how I remember her. I don't know if she remembers. Really need to go look up those files on Shirawase. Oh well. It's not like memory's all that important for that. So, the Unity implant. We attempted to see what would work with you, but your body seemed to really reject it. It's a complicated science thing, but long story short, the rejection kind of left you slightly memory damaged. I repaired you as best I could, of course. I mean, I take care of all my patients. Except for the ones that explode, but that only happened twice.
This implant, was it meant to gain a granted form of telepathy?
Yes, so you've heard of the project.
And then Oz's mouth goes, it is closed, but his voice is still there. Like this.
Oh, maybe that's why it's rejecting, because you had it naturally? Oh, man, this is most interesting. Oh, where are my notes? Why don't I have my office notes? That's right, they're under lockdown in the facility. I can't access them right now. Never mind. But you know what? I'll try to remember that. If not, just have to relearn that.
Oz holds up his comm unit with the coordinates to the facility. You mean this facility?
Which one are you holding up?
The coordinates that we just got to the meeting.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the main facility. Yeah, I suppose that would do. They probably have a copy of my work there. I'm working out of the Fort Lewis base, really. I've got some kirin that I've been still taking care of from a related project. So,
your authorization to obtain a copy of your notes if we are able.
Well, why not? I mean,
thank you.
What harm can you do other than cause complete chaos at that facility?
Oh, I could think of quite a bit, especially a certain kirin of our own.
Yes. Suppose you'll eventually have to meet that one. I blame myself, honestly. I shouldn't have done what I did. But, well, you can't change the past, so. The omelets, I think, were still worth it.
Would you happen to know where we can find out where she's from?
Gosh, a vat that I grew in a lab. I mean, Arista is just a clone from...
Not Arista. Nebula.
Nebula? Wait, a tot about yay high, blue. I think she was blue. She had a fondness for sweets.
Oz just flicks through his comm unit and then holds up a picture of Nebula. This one.
Her. Oh, she exploded in the main kirin facility when I was working on her. Quite tragic.
She's alive now.
She survived?
This picture was taken a few weeks ago.
Oh. Could I meet her?
Hold on, let me ask. And then he texts Smirkfluff and says, "The doctor I rescued wishes to meet Nebula. Creepy yes or no, allowed yes or no."
I'm gonna send back a single sentence. You did fucking what?
Even better.
It's like you learned nothing. It's like you learned nothing from the previous situation.
Dot. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. What the fuck did you do, you absolute fucking moron? Get back to the hideout immediately and hope to God I don't shoot you. Angry face.
The emoji just completes the picture.
Yes.
Not viable. Currently friendly talking with doctor. Extracting useful information.
Cute. I didn't ask.
Oh my. Okay. Before this goes PvP. Going back to the police situation. Yakuza are detained. Innocent patrons are allowed to go home, and
I think I have what Smirk's face looks like.
Okay. That sounds about right. As far as the doctor's concerned, since the doctor is somewhat missing, but we have Mr. Deposit here. He gives his address of where he's staying at right now, and being a slight flight issue, he is going to be temporarily blacklisted on the airlines so that he doesn't leave.
Probably. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
And I think just as a note, is Lethe getting in a different van from the limo?
Well, someone would need to. Well, that's the only transportation we have, so yeah, it would should still be.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to get in the limo with Golden Deposit. That's not like he's not going to let you
then
do
yeah,
that.
then she'd need to be with the rest of them because it'd be Golden Deposit and
Golden Deposit
Smirkfluff
will have to surrender the limo, and he will probably go to the police station for a few more questions just to be sure.
Okay. I wasn't sure how the transportation thing was.
Especially if he's claiming to have the anonymous tip.
Yeah. We want to know how he got this, why he knows this anonymous tip, and why did he even get into this mess?
And if he has any information that can help secure the prosecution against Sudoku.
Yep. So basically, the situation has been broken down into 3 separate groups because we've got Oz and the Doctor. Lethe and Smirkfluff are almost definitely still with Golden Deposit because I don't think the cops would let them separate. And because
Kitten and the Protector, yeah.
Yeah, and then Nivix, Icebreaker, and
it would be Lethe. Yeah,
Nebula.
I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, Smirkfluff could be let go because he's just simply a for-hire guard,
and the contract has been shown.
Yeah, contract is legit. So
yes. But
cool. I'll set up a meeting with Golden Deposit about where we're going for that drink later, and then go and head immediately to the hideout.
Mr. Deposit looks at you and says, one thing before you go, Smirk.
How can I help, sir?
Your payment. And he will give you 400 credits.
Yeah.
For your work.
A pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Yes, thank you for protecting me.
It's always nice to be paid twice. And with that, I'll leave.
Right.
But yeah, considering that I already know that kind of the Shadowtrotters are all kind of together, I can let them go.
Yeah. They're familiar enough.
Yeah, I mean, and it's one of those just sorting out the van and everything because it's, the rest of us will have to pile in because A, how all did we get there? B, my car only seats 2. 3 if you shove someone in the trunk, which is uncomfortable.
It's 2 adults and a Nebby. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, if
throw me into the glove compartment.
Okay.
I think we can all do it fine. I think we can all get home fine. I mean,
yeah,
brain not functioning properly. His brain not word good right now.
So yeah, you can all get home no problem. managed to get through that without shooting anybody or get shot at. So good job.
I do want to say that the little text on the stream just said he followed me into the glove compartment. And I needed to make that known.
Web captioner, I appreciate you so much.
I love it.
We love you. All right. So I'm going to assume that Oz and the doctor will get home. And then that's followed by the rest of the crew.
Oz makes sure to exchange contact information and set up a follow-up meeting. He doesn't guarantee exactly who will be there, but he does promise someone will show up there.
So you just to clarify and make sure, the doctor wasn't brought into the hideout.
Hell no.
No.
There's a proper hell no. Thank you.
Okay. Proper hail no.
Yeah. No, Oz knows better than that, at least.
Okay. Fair.
Which is why he's setting up another meeting for later at some place that's not the hideout, but where she will be there, and any interested and allowed parties from the party can meet her.
Okay.
He suspects at a minimum he and Lethe will be there.
All right. So party goes home. You had a wild ride today.
Neb gets her Taiyaki.
Yay!
Wait, who got the limo?
Please.
Yeah, they're gonna have to return that.
Nah.
Wouldn't want anybody to accidentally steal it, you know.
Nah.
And Oz finally makes good on his and hands over the cucumber sandwiches, slightly squished, but they're there, to Ice. I promised you food from there, and I deliver.
Yeah, I'm a little too angry to eat now.
I'll put them in the fridge for you.
I don't know yet.
Just throw them away.
Whatever. Yeah, he upon that he hands them over to Nebula for disposal.
A little Kirin disposal unit.
I'm just imagining, just Nibby sitting there, mouth opens, sandwiches going, closed.
No, she's eating a Taiyaki. I'm making a cute image before I absolutely break everyone's audio.
So actually, just out of curiosity, what order did everyone get home in? Yes, I swear to God, this is actually relevant.
I think Digo said that Oz got home and then everybody else got home.
Yes, that order.
Okay. Cool.
We're technically a lot of people separated-ish.
So there were three.
Yeah, in what order did the groups get home?
Which one referred to?
So it would have been Oz, then the group, then Smirk, because of the last little deal with Golden Deposit, it looks like.
Oh, have fun.
Oh?
Hmm?
What are we having fun with?
I don't know.
All right, kid. Do you need to scream into a pillow for a minute? The audio cut off.
Oh, please say I can walk in during that.
Sure.
Sweet.
It was bad enough at the office, the police station, and you just did. The one type of person that I don't want to know where I am or that I'm here, and you just do that. Is there anything in that at all?
Nivix is currently.
Even if I didn't know, I would think that would be stupid.
Nivix is currently on standby with a fire extinguisher and some tranquilizer.
Neric form activate.
Yeah. Flame
Are
on.
you happy that I warned you my audio was going to spike, Spud?
I'm very thankful for the heads up. I turned you way down.
Yeah, Lethe is trying to find a second one just in case. Like, where the heck's the other one? Where the heck's the other one? Like, oh, there it is, and just grabbed it and come back out as well. It's like she's just setting it nearby before going and seeing if there's anything in the fridge that might prevent the nuclear meltdown.
Nebby, remember what we said about your anger? If you have a problem, punch it.
I'm waiting for a reason why I don't incinerate it.
You're not gonna get one. Okay. So yeah, Smirk's gonna take a seat on the nearest couch to Nebby and be like, "Look, I think we all need to sit down and have a conversation about operational security and how not to be a dipshit." Ice, do you want to cover this?
All right, let me please allow me to serve as a mediator as best I can, given that I'm not particularly fond of violence, and two of you look ready to kill someone, so I'd rather avoid that happening.
Nivix is, of course, lining up the trank darts.
Yeah, you might want to save one of those for me. Oz, after everything we went through at the police station, why did you bring up the one member of our little group that has made her intention to stay hidden explicitly clear?
Head out of the kitchen and is just, are you talking to me?
Yes, Oz, we're talking to you.
Oh, sorry. It comes
Sit
out
down or I
with,
shoot you.
Let's not go that far.
he sets down the tray of the snacks he was getting and then comes out and sits down.
Can we get the player icons on the board? Because I have a feeling that this is something that Spud should flip to. So
one moment, let me keep going. I'll work on it and get it.
All right, Oz. Why did you talk to the doctor about Nebby?
She brought it up.
And why would you did not have to answer, especially given everything we went through at the police station where Nebby made it especially clear that she does not want anyone to know about her, especially no one related to what happened.
She already knew.
She already knew she was alive, huh?
She didn't have the full story, but yeah.
She doesn't need to know the full story. She doesn't need to know any story. And you just threw it out there that I'm literally here and can be found.
Nebby, a moment. Did you tell her the full story? Let's clarify here.
I did not tell her every... Well, I definitely did not tell her where Nebby was.
Okay,
just that she was alive.
I did not mention...
But you told her she was alive, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. If you explicitly told her that, how did she react to that knowledge?
She wished to meet Nebby.
To which you sent a text to me that could have been traced to the location or attached to my name.
Smirk.
She didn't have the equipment to do that.
Did she seem at all surprised?
Shirawase could have.
Did she seem at all surprised about the fact that Nebby was alive?
Think of it, she did seem a little surprised that Nebby survived the explosion. I'm not sure why.
In that case,
hang on. They thought she was dead, and you just confirmed that.
She didn't know either. She spoke as if she knew Nebby was alive until after. She kept thinking I was talking about that other Kirin, though.
Yeah, she at first, because before you mentioned Nebula's name, the doctor assumed you were talking about Arista, the purple main Kirin.
No, even after I mentioned Nebula's name, she seemed to think I was talking about Arista.
No, the entire conversation shifted the moment you name dropped me. It completely shifted.
No, this is what Oz is saying. He didn't take a recording of the conversation.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you as Avis that it shifted.
I think Winged knows it's Oz that doesn't.
Yeah, it's in character, out of character stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, and/or did Oz actually notice the tone changing? But yeah.
Okay.
I suspected that meeting might not be okay, so all I said was that I would ask permission. I specifically did not promise that you would show up or that she would be able to meet you.
Which is definitely not happening. I can tell you that right now.
She knows that you can get in contact with me, which means that anyone that she knows can literally just start trailing you.
And she's already been kidnapped once at this point, just as a gentle reminder.
As an additional comment I'd like to make, it's not just that, it's the fact that you entered with 2 others and were clearly working with them in some capacity. So I think it's safe for her to make the assumption that either of those 3 people know Nebby, making it even more easy to track down, potentially. Do you see why we're having a problem, Oz? Like, is that actually coming across?
Oh, looks like we lost connection here.
Uh-oh. I just thought the silence was canon.
Yeah,
it still might be.
I'm not sure, but it's
Cat, are you
There we
muted?
go. Internet was cutting in and out just now.
Yeah, I just noticed you cut out on my end here. So, where we left off, they were asking.
What did you hear?
So I heard about the connection between Oz and Lethe and Smirkfluff.
Yes. So basically what Icebreaker said is, the 3 of you were there together when you helped the doctor get out of there, which means that you 3 are a connection of some kind, which is further avenue to track down Nebby. And then Icebreaker asked, do you understand why we have a problem here? Why people are upset?
She knew I was connected to Lethe, and by the way, she knows the stuff that from before my own memories started in this era. Apparently, I'm connected to Project Unity.
Dun dun dun.
Well,
Okay, just to clarify, you're telling me that you told the lady who knew your past, who now knows our other changeling, about where Nebby is.
No, I did not tell her where Nebby is.
That Nebby's alive. So now she knows there are 2 changelings in contact with her. Fantastic. Because 2 changelings are going to be so hard to find.
Apparently a third one as well. But she wasn't too coming forward with those details.
Well, what she said exactly was 5, but if you want to be technical, only 3 were legally there.
A moment.
Okay, out of character, I heard 3, so.
Yeah, a moment smirk, but there and all, with the matter, she recognized me. Okay?
Yeah, but that's not as big of an... Look, not to sound offensive, but that is literally the least of my concern at this point.
Understandable.
Okay, when we do this follow-up meeting, I would like to have Lethe there to interrogate her.
Before we get to that point, let's just... Can we have we'll just do it simply. We all agree that Nebby should, in all intents and purposes, be kept off the books, no matter who we're dealing with, okay?
No
Unless
shit,
Nebby gives the
Sherlock.
okay.
Yeah,
we shouldn't have to.
We all agree with that. Yes, that is a base
literally
assumption.
lost our ability to do that by trusting you. And she's gonna run into one of her rooms and slam the door.
I like how it's one of her rooms.
Listen, all of the rooms belong to her. You just happen to live in them sometimes.
Wow.
She's going to sort of go to excuse while they're doing the talking for matters and try to gently open and enter.
Don't leave her. Trust me. Do not go in there.
Just throw a Snickers bar.
Just give her 5, and I'll go talk to her. But for the moment, let it lie. Trust me.
I understand, but it's the school of hard knocks. If I get a little singed, then it's on me.
No.
I just want to make sure.
No. You don't understand. I lived with her for quite a while before he was here. Do not go in there. You will make it worse. Considerably worse. Give her 5. If you want to go comfort her, that's fine, but give her 5 first.
Well, she'll wait before entering and to sort of ask again through the door very quietly, and so not to disturb them. Hey, when you're ready, just open the door and I'll just come in, and I'll not say anything, just when you're ready. And we'll wait there patiently at the door for when she's ready to talk, vent, or whatever.
All right. Oz, can we get your absolute final word on whether you understand what we are asking of you?
You wish to keep Nebula's existence secret.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Correct.
That is understood. Even from those who logically should already know of her existence.
Oz, that logic of yours has been extremely faulty.
Oz, buddy, I'm going to put this in a way that can't be misinterpreted, that can't be lost, that can't be misunderstood. If somebody asks about Nebula, you shut up. You answer nothing, and you walk in the opposite direction. If you do anything but that, they're going to find you in a dumpster.
Yikes.
Am I being understood? And yes, that goes for everybody else here as well. Any questions? No? Fantastic. I'm going to go check on the kid.
Mark, when you finished, I'd like to have a conversation with you, okay?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
And the trank darts get put back for now.
No, leave one out for me, please.
Okay.
I'm going to need it in like 15 minutes.
Wow.
He's just waiting there, waiting for things to calm down before going
that.
in.
I'm just going to walk in.
You just said no way!
In front of the door!
Smirkfluff, when you try to open the door, there is furniture in front of it.
Oh.
Boom to the door.
Am I going to have to make a strength check on this?
Yes.
Because I will.
Well, then make a strength check, because there is a dresser in front that you're going to have to push out of the way.
So just straight strength or
strength.
athletics?
Well, actually, athletics would work if you got that.
Also, just as a little side funny note, Nebby took the one that has the biggest computer.
Of course.
I said all of the rooms are hers. She just took one of them for now.
Yes. All right. With athletics of 20, you manage to push the dresser into the room far enough that the door will open and let you slide in.
Lethe is going to follow very quietly.
And there's not a Nebula in obvious sight.
She's doing this again. Okay. I'm just gonna walk over and knock on the bathroom door. Have you made a full bath yet, or have you set the sink on fire?
Both!
She's got a full fire in the sink bathroom.
And the tub. And the toilet.
Please don't set the toilet on fire. We're in like a basement. This is a very bad idea.
That's a good point.
Listen, it's fine.
Look, we need to have a chat real quick. Lethe is here too. Do you want to come out of the bathroom?
Please.
No.
Do I need to break another bathroom door down?
You can fight me.
I mean, I can, but when has that ever gone well for anybody?
Every time.
Bold. All right. I mean, I can shout it through the door if you want, but you're the one who doesn't want people knowing where they are, so making super loud noises is probably a bad plan.
You're the one who's still talking to me. I thought I said I didn't want to talk to any of you.
Yeah, well, tough. You have to talk to me, because we've got some stuff we need to work out today.
No.
This isn't up for negotiation. You understand this, right?
While they're doing that, Lethe is going to very quietly take the psychokinetic hand and flip the bathroom door open from the other side.
Okay. Make me an intelligence check on that.
And it'd be wisdom.
Wisdom, yeah.
Yep. 1 moment.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of difficult to do when you can't see it, but since you're familiar with this door, you're able to unlock it that way.
It's like the nicest bathroom in the place, so everyone's been in here like at least twice.
I have my own bathroom, thank you very much. I don't live here.
Okay, all the cool people have pooped there at least twice.
There's a record of this?
I don't want there to be a record of this.
Machina is definitely keeping a record of this.
Machina
just
shakes her head. No.
But she'll just nod to the open door now but not say anything.
All right. Well, if the door's open, Lunk. Hey, kid.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay.
Oh no, it was a distraction.
He goes by. Lisa's going to take a moment to try to discreetly to sort of stop her with a little bit of finagling. See, got a chance. That's
16 thrown toilet seat, not enough to quite nail Smirkfluff. It bounces off the armor.
Nope.
A good try, though.
Oh,
can I, if it doesn't like do actually all that much considering the armor, am I allowed to roll athletics to try and grab her as she goes past? I mean, I'm happy to try and beat that 22.
Okay. See if you can beat a 22.
I mean, I can't. I really can't. Goddamn slippery, angry children.
Oh man. Frick.
She'd have to get by the dresser, wouldn't she?
Because the dresser out of the way.
Yeah,
you would have moved it out of the way.
All right,
she's smaller, so she could easily slip through.
I put it there. I can take it away.
Crap.
I'm gonna go out and see if I can find her. The rest of you stay here and don't explode anything.
Do you want me to help, Oz? Sorry, Smirk.
Wow.
Sorry, offended. I was about to talk to Oz, and then this happened, and so I was like, okay, let's see if we can help Smirk. Let's see if we can help Smirk. Say the wrong name.
Mood. No, it's cool. I'll take Lethe.
She'll use her little mystic senses to help figure out where Nebby's gone and hiding.
Okay.
Yeah, for the record, Oz is trying to stay small and indiscreet, working in the kitchen.
Okay.
While all this is happening.
Small and discreet in the kitchen.
This would be the kitchen, you're just saying.
Okay, Oz, I'm sorry that the conversation, especially with Smirk, got as violent as it did, but this is a real dangerous business, and the kid's got a lot of reasonable fears. I just think this is I want you to think about it like this, Oz. Just imagine if you said something you thought was offhand to someone who knows about Lethe's church. But imagine that what you said directly connected something that is dubiously legal to that church. You understand how upset she would be, right?
I am trying to imagine that. And I'm trying to imagine how the church wouldn't be basically immune to consequences.
No, it's not that. It's
Yeah, well, maybe not the church then. Maybe just one specific person. Maybe Father
Nebula's
Ian.
situation is not Lisa's situation. I get that. Nebula's situation is a lot more precarious.
Yeah.
Nebula is, to put it bluntly, not as strong and invulnerable as my sister.
I think you're overestimating Lethe's capabilities, but the bigger issue here is just we just need to treat everything carefully, Oz. And it's
Perhaps. I admit to being overzealous in attempting to procure information that can ensure Nebula's safety.
and we appreciate that. We do. Because I think all of us here are I feel pretty comfortable saying that all of us here want to make sure that everybody here gets out safely. But I think we all care a little more about the kid in that regard. Because
Yes.
we've all been there in some capacity.
That is why I wanted to set up the follow-up as an interrogation by those of us who are more capable than myself in such matters.
And I appreciate that thought process, but here's the thing, man. Dr. Bunsen has been working on this top secret project for a corporation that would just as soon see all of us sliced up and experimented on. And you can't trust people just because they've been friendly to you.
Oh, then I didn't mention that I got her authorization for us to work for her against Shirawase?
You didn't, but here's the thing. Again, I don't know this lady. I certainly can't trust her right now. And even her just saying that she's against Shirawase when she's been working for them, I don't trust it.
Well, that's part of the thing to get clarity on with this follow-up interrogation, yes.
The thing is, the only way for us to do a secure interrogation is for us to pony nap her. Because at this point, anywhere she goes, Shirawase is going to be on her. They are going to be watching because a scientist of theirs is not a pony, they're property.
Not that I like to think of this, but yes, the option is there if that is what we really need to do. I mean, we know where she's going to be. She's going to be alone explicitly. And she's not to tell her bosses about this meeting.
She thinks she's going to be alone.
Fair.
And we expect her not to tell her bosses about it.
Fair.
She might not tell the bosses. They still might find out.
And here's the other thing.
Doses.
Thank you, Nivix. I will need that. And the other thing about it is there are so many loopholes to not telling someone while telling someone. I mean,
like lying.
Oh, yeah. Easy one. honestly, the fact that we can communicate without saying a word, that's telling somebody without telling somebody.
That's still telling someone.
My point is, I don't trust this lady right off the bat, and I would much rather, if we want this information, we got to get it ourselves.
All right, but can we at least interrogate her before we go raid the facility? My suspicion is that doing it this way around, we may get some information that we will need when we are at the facility. We do it the other way around, there's going to be more trouble. Fair?
If you really want to go through with this, you can do it, but I'm not going to participate in this one.
As you wish. Not even as Overwatch in case there is trouble?
If there's trouble with this, Oz, I warned you in advance, and frankly, I don't think any of us can get caught up in this.
I'll ask my sister.
She's free to do as she pleases. But we've come to an understanding, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nivix, trank me, please.
How long do you wish to be out? And he's, glancing over, estimating weight.
2 hours or something that's light enough to wake me up should Nebby come back.
All right. Pulls it out and just, uses the injector.
And Ice will go collapse on a couch.
Nivix just, I was going to say just picks her up and puts her in one of the beds because it's,
either
Nivix
will work.
But it's just like, I'm thinking, push to talk means that it grabs the map. 1 sec. I'm thinking like this is Nivix. One of these is Nivix's room. One of these two.
Put her wherever, it's fine. She will say as she's going under, remind me, I gotta pay you for this.
I will.
And as Nivix is carrying her, Oz looks, talking to me was traumatic for her?
It's not the intent. Just, this has been a stressful day. She can't say that, but I am. That is right, what I am informing.
Right, but and Oz is wondering if talking to him was itself that stressful for her because ending that was what she needed a trank for.
Who knows?
I guess you can ask her when she gets up.
Yeah. Nivix is just going to sigh. Chances are you didn't help with what she was dealing with today.
That's all right.
Okay, that I can get. I am still finding my way in this, and I did not wish to accidentally unleash some kind of telepathic menace.
All right.
And believe me, I have reason to believe that is possible.
Good intentions, bad execution. And he's, still jotting notes on several sheets of paper and a pad, and it's, you can, if you look at it, it's, calculations for doses.
All right. So we have Child ran out the door, 2 people looking for her. At one point he passed out on bed. The last two here having a little discussion. Okay, well. You sure you guys didn't want to just go and beat up some Yakuza together?
No,
why
family
would we
drama.
want to do
Go.
that? Why would we want to beat up Yakuza when we can beat each other up emotionally?
Exactly.
And on that bombshell, I think this is a good place to stop for now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I actually have a funny line to end it on with it.
Go for it.
He turns to Oz. How heavy would you say how great a difference in weight would you say between you in base form and Dr. Bunsen?
Oz thinks about it for a moment and just multiple base forms. Let me get you the numbers.
Are you gonna change to Dr. Bunsen and get on the scale?
Well, there's that. He's also seriously starting to worry about his other original base form.
Ah.
And that Nivix might have very good reason to need to take someone in that form down, someone of his exact dimensions.
I see.
Yes, he is probably going to have a nightmare about this if it's late at night and we're about to sleep.
Will that be all?
That's all here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Good on my end.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, tune in next time for, I guess, the Runaway Nebby.
Drama punk.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what it kind of all becomes in the end, right?
Yeah. Intercharacter
Next time
drama.
on Burning Bridges.
Next time on OPSEC 101.
Yep.
That's the name.
That's the... all right. That'll be it for... Thanks for listening to our Spudventures. If you like what you heard, you can find more at youtube.com/newbiespud or wherever you get your fine podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, etc. We aim to live stream these games every Sunday around 2 p.m. Pacific time at twitch.tv/newbiespud. If you want to keep up with this and other projects I'm doing, you can follow me on Twitter at newbiespud. And if you want to support my ability to produce more content like this, please consider supporting me at patreon.com/newbiespud. See you next time with session 2 of The Blood Virulent. There, I said it right this time. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yay.
Thank you.